All right, guys, welcome back to the next video. In today's video, it's going to be pretty simple, straight to the point, but I think you're going to find it extremely helpful. So over the years, working with many different types of clients, in the beauty industry, in the aesthetics industry, and even in other industries, one of the most common things that we hear is that after somebody signs up for your offer through either a Facebook ad or an Instagram ad, is that you have a hard time connecting with that lead after they sign up. Um, a lot of the clients that we work with don't have a dedicated person to contact the leads. If you go back and watch some of my previous videos and some of my reels and shorts, you'll see that um, we talk a lot about contacting the lead within minutes, if at all possible, especially during business hours, within minutes of them signing up. There's been studies done that show that if you contact a lead within 5 minutes, the chances of them answering the phone and texting you back goes up by something like 100%. As soon as you wait over that 5 minute mark, it drops drastically. So, it's super, super important to get a hold of the leads as soon as you possibly can. Again, within minutes of them signing up. Um, but even still, there's different things you can do to um, tell Facebook or tell Meta's algorithm to actually optimize for better quality leads that are more likely to respond to you, whether that be answer the phone, whether that be text you back, whether that be email you back or message you back. So um, let's dive right into it. I'm going to show you two different settings that you can actually turn on that will tell Meta's algorithm to optimize for leads that are actually likely to convert into customers or patients or clients. So let's jump in and take a look at exactly what those two settings are. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. So let's go ahead and go into one of our dummy campaigns that we have set up. So let's go to this one right here. We'll go into the dummy campaign for the $99 body sculpting offer. And the first setting we're going to look at is actually at the ad set level. So if you don't know how to set up a campaign, which is the three parts, is going to be the campaign level, the ad set level, and then the ad level. So I have other videos that'll show you exactly how to set up a campaign from scratch. In this video, we're going to assume that you already know how to set up a campaign. And if you don't, just feel free to look at some of my other videos that'll show you how to set up a campaign from scratch. But so for this particular example, we're going to go ahead and go to the ad set level. We're going to open up the ad set level here. And what we're going to do is find the performance goal. So when you create an ad set for lead generation, and these are on Facebook leads using the lead form. So when you create an ad set, or I should say a campaign that's optimized for on Facebook leads, you're going to come into the ad set level and you're going to have this option here. This option's only going to be here when you do lead form campaigns. So you're going to go to performance goal and you're going to switch this. So by default, this is going to be set to maximize number of leads. And so this, obviously it's exactly what it sounds like. It's telling Meta to go out and find the most number of leads possible. So what we're going to do, so I would suggest you start with this objective. Obviously, you want to get leads. You want to get the most amount of leads as you can. Some people, depending on what part of the country you're in, depending on your offer, some people are able to leave, all of the settings as easy as possible with optimizing for volume, excuse me, for volume rather than quality, and they're able to get away with it just fine. So I would recommend you start with this setting, which is the default setting. You run the ad for a week or so, and if you're contacting leads right away and you're still noticing they're not contacting you back, then that's when you would come in here and change this setting. So once you publish a campaign, you're actually not able to come back in here and switch this setting. What you would just do is duplicate the ad set, and then you could come in here and change this setting. So you're going to click on this, switch it to maximize number of conversion leads. So what this is going to do is tell Meta's algorithm to go out and find people that are most likely to convert into actual customers after they sign up for your offer using the Facebook lead ads. So that's the first setting. Everything else you can leave the same. So all your targeting, everything, it will be exactly the same. All you're going to do is come in and change this one setting, maximize number of conversion leads. So that's setting number one. There's one more setting you can actually do to increase your chances of getting higher quality leads that are more likely to contact you back after you reach out to them. So, and that's going to be at the ad level. So we're going to go ahead and leave this maximize number of conversion leads. We're going to go ahead and go into one of our ads. We're going to go to the ad level now. And we're actually going to come down to the lead form. So this is our current lead form right here. Let's go ahead and just hit duplicate so we can actually just look at it. This is just a very simple dummy lead form that we created in a previous video. But so again, I would recommend you start off with exactly how we did it in my previous video. You create your lead form, you leave all these settings as is. And then if in a week or so, you're noticing your leads aren't answering the phone or texting you back, that's when you're going to come in here and change the next setting that we're going to talk about. So let's go ahead and assume that we're going to actually change the setting right now. We're going to just duplicate our lead form, and all we're going to do is leave everything the same and change this one setting right here. So under form type, you're going to just change from more volume to higher intent. And so what this does is when someone's filling out the lead form, it just brings them to a screen at the very end that shows them all the details they submitted, and it has them slide on their phone. It has them slide their thumb over to say, yes, these details are correct. So that should prevent a lot of fake email addresses and fake phone numbers, fake names from coming through, because it forces them, instead of just clicking continue, continue, submit, and submits all their pre-populated information. What this is going to do is bring them to a screen at the end that says, hey, review all of your information, make sure it's right. And if it is, you have to hold your thumb down on this little slider bar that it shows them, slide your thumb over, then the form submits. So it just kind of gives them a little more friction, one extra step for them to go through before they can submit the form. So that's it, really it for this video, guys. That's what I wanted to show you, was just those two different settings. If you're noticing that your leads aren't contacting you back, try those two settings. Another little bonus thing you can do is add more questions here. So again, instead of just asking their name, email, and phone number, you can add custom questions like, have you ever had body sculpting before? So again, it's just adding more friction. It's making them jump through a couple little hoops before they can submit the form. So it's actually making them work a little bit. So it should filter out some of the leads that are just not interested, or that are just clicking buttons. So it actually makes them do a little bit of work before they can submit the form. I'd recommend even adding, one other one. Again, this is only if you're noticing a lot of leads aren't contacting you back or not answering the phone. How soon are you looking to get body sculpting? Okay, so now they have to answer these two questions before they can even come down and put in their email, name, and phone number. So really these are three different things you can do to increase your lead quality. Two of them are just flipping switches for the meta algorithm to hopefully optimize for better quality leads. And the third one was just adding a few more questions to your lead form to just add a little more friction, so they have to, do a little more work to submit that form. So that's it for this video, guys. Give this a test. We've had clients that would contact us and let us know that, hey, sometimes these leads aren't texting us back. They're not answering the phone. And normally the problem is they're just not getting to the leads quickly enough, because they don't have a designated person that contacts the lead within a couple minutes. So the next thing that we can come in and do is switch these settings around like I just showed you. And we've been seeing a great success rate with turning the lead quality around with just those settings. So the last client that we did this with, we went a whole week and she said she didn't book any of the leads. They weren't picking up the phone. So we came in and we switched these settings. Within 2 days, they started booking the leads for in-person consultations. So it really did help them. It really did. Adjusting these settings really did make a difference. So I would encourage you to do the same thing and go ahead and give that a try. Come back and let me know how it works. And I will see you guys in the next video.